iRacing is a sim racing game that combines a true-to-life racing experience with an online community of virtual racing enthusiasts all around the globe. iRacing offers a multitude of officially licensed cars and tracks, laser scanned with millimeter accuracy. The car models and mechanical systems are based on real-world physics, engineered in cooperation with manufacturers and racing teams. Our skill license system ranges from rookie to pro, ensuring members are always pitted against those with similar skill sets. Members are able to sign up for a weekly racing series, compete in time trials, host a private race with friends, and participate in racing leagues created and run by the community. With over 200,000 members, iRacing works in partnership with renowned motorsports organizations like NASCAR to deliver virtual races based on the real-life NASCAR Cup Series, as well as many other series on the NASCAR ladder. iRacing also features team racing, providing a variety of options for members to create and manage their own teams, race with friends or real-world teammates in full-length endurance events like the 24 Hours of Daytona, Spa 24, or the Bathurst 12-Hour. Participate in solo races, championship seasons, and hosted in league events with AI Racing. With a rapidly expanding catalog of 70-plus cars and 85-plus tracks from real-world racing series, test your abilities with challenging computer-based competition. Additional partners include IMSA, the World of Outlaws, and Supercars, allowing members to participate in their very own Bathurst 1000, Chili Bowl, Sebring 12-Hour, and many more iconic events. This is iRacing, delivering the most authentic racing experience short of getting into a real race car. Sign up today at iRacing.com.
Welcome to the sprint car capital of the world, known as the Knoxville Raceway. Tonight we come to you live here on Ultimate Dirt TV for round number 3 of your American Dirt Series presented by A&J Custom Creations. Good evening, race fans. Brett Wheeler with you for the call. We've got qualifying on the program, and a field of 28 drivers have signed in to the virtual pit area for tonight to see who can take out round number 3 in a season so far. The opening 2 weeks have been dominated by Ryan Avila. However, he is not here in attendance tonight, which means we are going to see a new face this season in victory lane. Ashton Miller, quickest on the racetrack with a 16.213. 16.213. You're watching Ernie Williams Jr. on screen right now. Lap number 1 will not count for him because he got into the concrete or the outside guardrail in the wall on his opening lap, and that even then at 16.626, that would have been putting him right around the 18th to 19th position. Jesse Dacus, John Helms, Taylor Wildman, and Brad Waite make up your top 5, but let's see how we go. Ernie Williams Jr. will go to 12th quick, make that 13th quick with a 16.478. And a man that makes his return to the iRacing World Championships in the World of Outlaws, Nice Energy Drink Sprint Car Series, driving the Nitro Circus, Next Level Racing, Apex, car number 11, that is Kenny Hoffman. Kenny Hoffman in car number 11, still trying to best the time, a 16.213. A 16.213 for Ashton Miller. Boy, Kenny Hoffman got some work to do later on tonight, 16.557. That will not count for lap number 1 for Kenny Hoffman. He will be the final car to lay down a qualifying time. And let's see if we can get his name on the left-hand side of your screen. Looks like he was burping and farting and carrying on. Looks like he was out of fuel, so problems there for the 11 machine. But that is going to wrap up the qualifying session here tonight from the Knoxville Raceway. We'll take a look at your official results coming up on screen before we move into the first heat race of the evening. Qualifying results, here it is. Ross Kaiser goes quick time with a 16.038, nearly 0.2 of a second quicker. Back to Ashton Miller, Jesse Dackers, and John Helms. Taylor Wyland make up your top 5. Brad Waite, Patrick Caluccio, Garrett Pepiat, Reddy Shrees, Connor Spear. That's your top 10. We go heat racing action here tonight from the Knoxville Raceway. Let's take a look at your starting lineup, and on the pole position, it'll be the Nitro Circus, Racecraft Academy, Next Level Racing, Speed Factory. Number 8, it's Ross Kaiser. To the outside of the front row, driving the Tim Sims Helms Racing Incorporated Caliber 21H. That is John Helms for position number 2. We go back to your second row inside, driving the Boneheads Podcast car number 99. Patrick Caluccio will start from position number 3. And to the outside, driving the Helms Racing Incorporated Tim Sims Caliber 57. Connor Spear will start from position number 4. Joseph Green in the Catalytic Recovery Inferno Motorsports 518 machine will start 5. From position number 6, Randy Fritsch in the Helms Racing Tim Sims 72 will start from position number 6. Graham Nucky will line up the 5 from 7. Inferno Motorsports, Stacey Elmore will line up at a position number 8. Stephen Lindau in the 214 will start 9, and Kenny Hoffman will make up this 10-car field here in heat race number 1. I believe we are ready to go racing here at the Knoxville Raceway. Round number 3 of the American Dirt Series presented by A&J Custom Creations, and we are green with Ross Kaiser, who led the field down the front straightaway, worked to the bottom side through 1 and 2. We'll do the same down into 3 and 4. Meanwhile, there is a battle on for that transfer spot, but we go yellow. Stacey Elmore in the Inferno Motorsports M9 setup 07 machine. Oh, just got tagged behind there. That was Kenny Hoffman. Take a look on board Kenny Hoffman. So this is the initial start. Hoffman just got too good of a run there. So Kenny Hoffman, I believe, has been sent to the tail end of the field. He has. Although there is Stacey Elmore still trying to catch back up to this field. I believe we are going green off turn number 4. And old Wreck-It Ross Kaiser will once again lead us to the drop of the green flag. Heat number 1, 10 laps is the distance. Top 3 will go through to the main event. Everybody else will go through to the last chance qualifying. Raceway with Ross Kaiser getting a good job over John Helms, Patrick Caluccio in that third and final transfer position. Connor Spear, Joseph Greeny, they make up your top 5. Joseph Greeny's had a pretty good season so far. Picked up a couple of podium positions and finds himself, make that one podium position, finds himself 4th overall in the championship standings after 2 weeks. Caluccio now getting passed there by Connor Spear down the back straightaway. Spear's got the third and final transfer spot at the moment, and Connor Spear just sending it upstairs, and now here comes Joseph Greeny. Oh, Greeny Caluccio hard into the wall goes the 518 machine, will go yellow. Joseph Greeny, contact there with Connor Spear. So watch as they come off turn number 4, then we'll go high above the racetrack. Almost looks like Grandy just came up just a little bit down the front straightaway. This is in the middle of 3 and 4. Well, that angle doesn't really do much justice for either driver, but nonetheless, Grandy is going to go back to the pits. And we'll get ready to send them back underway under green flag conditions next time by. So they sit on 2 to green, 4 down. 6 laps left to run here in the opening heat race of the night. Again, 3 heats, 2 B mains. I believe we'll take the top 8 from top 8 from the 2B mains that should be on the program for tonight. Of course, we will get to have a look at that after the third and final heat. But right now we are at the moment currently on heat race number 1 of 3 for round number 3, American Dirt Series, presented by A&J Custom Creations. Ross Kaiser, the field was doubled up, and we're back to green flag action here at the Knoxville Raceway. How about Kenny Hoffman has made his way to position number 4. Make that back to position number 5 as Randy Fritsch sweeps back around the outside, so keep an eye on the black and green 72 machine. Now going to come after his teammate, 3 wide for the final transfer spot. Kenny Hoffman goes, thank you very much, I'll take 2 for the price of 1. Now slides them both down into turn number 1 and 2, but here comes Fritsch and Spear. Back after the 11 machine of Hoffman. Fritsch slides up across the nose of Kenny Hoffman. He turns it back underneath him. Now say drag race off turn number 4. Kenny Hoffman, he's got third at the start finish line. Connor Spear going to follow the 11 machine, thinking that, well, he's probably got the fastest line out of the 3 drivers. But right now this track looks to be very, very racy here in heat race number 1. Spear now once again coming after Kenny Hoffman. Hoffman had to come from position number 10. Remember, he got into the back of Stacey Elmore there on the opening lap. He was able to come back, get that car fixed up and repaired, come back out and go from the tail end of the field. Ross Kaiser leading the way by well over a second. 1.3 second gap. Still watching Kenny Hoffman on screen in that third and final transfer position. Meanwhile, Graham Nucky and Stephen Lindau. Now Stacey Elmore, they'll go to the 3-car battle for positions number 6, 7 and 8. Patrick Caluccio in the 99 car, back there in position number 9. White flag is out, 1 lap left to go. 3 wide near the back of the field right now, but it doesn't really matter because up out in front into turn number 3, off for corner number 4. Checkered flag is out for Ross Kaiser. John Helton second, Kenny Hoffman third. Number 1 will be Connor Spear. Then you go back to Randy Fritsch to make up your top 5. We'll take a look at your official results. Heat race number 1, Ross Kaiser, John Helms, Kenny Hoffman confirmed. Those 3 drivers locking themselves into tonight's 30-lap main event. Connor Spear, Randy Fritsch, Graham Nucky, Stacey Elmore, Stephen Lindo, Patrick Caluccio, Joseph Grandy off to a B main you go. Heat number 2 lining up on the pit road. And it's behind the iRacing.com pace truck and driving the 39 car of Ashton Miller will start from position number 1. The 25T of Taylor Wineland lines up at a position number 2. Position number 3 with the 47 car of Garrett Pepiat from 4. The 29 of Stephen Fernberg. We go back to your 5th starter in car number 91, Ernie Williams Jr. He lines up alongside car number 23, Christopher Schaefer from position number 6. Position number 7 with the 88 car of Cody Malley. Position number 8 in car 73, that is Larry Moody. And the 9th and final starter in car number 14, that is Dylan Berg. Heat 1 is done. Heat 2 on the raceway. You're about to take to the green flag. Ashton Miller getting ready to lead the field. 10 laps around the Knoxville Raceway. Sprint car capital of the world. And we are green. Wyman immediately going to shut the door there on Garrett Pepiat going down into turn number 1. Pepiat just catching the left rear of Taylor Wineland. Here comes Ernie Williams Jr. now making a run to the top of the racetrack. He goes 3 wide for the final transfer position. Oh boy, look out. Williams along with Pepiat, they made a little bit of contact. Now Williams over the cushion, into the guardrail wall. And now Stephen Fernberg will battle it out with Garrett Pepiat for that final transfer spot. Pepiat's got it back to the bottom side of the racetrack through turn number 3 and 4. Now coming up the second place, looking for that insurance position as Taylor Wineland holds on to the runner-up spot. Meanwhile, Ashton Miller out in front, but look out, here comes the 29, Stephen Fernberg, making a good hard run of this one. Christopher Schaefer finished on the podium last week, finds himself 3rd in the point standings, I believe, after 2 weeks of competition. Boy, Pepiat and Wineland side by side for 2nd and 3rd. We know they're both in a transfer position, but they need to get that insurance position, and Garrett Pepiat's got it. The Vanderpool Construction 25T of Taylor Wineland finds himself back to the 3rd and final transfer position, but not for long, maybe, because here comes Stephen Fernberg in car number 29. Wineland going to slide it up to the middle of the racetrack, meaning that Fernberg has to go the long way around, and by God, he certainly does go the long way around. Christopher Schaefer watching this battle unfold in front of him. Fernberg goes around the outside of Wineland, going from third back to fifth in the space of 2 left-hand turns. Meanwhile, Pepiat coming after your race leader. Where do you want to look? Do you want to look for the race lead, or do you want to look for the 3 wide nearly for the final transfer position? Fernberger's got it. Mealer's still got the race lead to complete lap number 7. Oh boy, Pepiat way quicker in 3 and 4 then. Now here it is, battle for the race lead. Pepiat stuck on the inside, down into turn number 1 and 2. Mealer's got the run on the exit at corner number 2 and down the back straightaway. Looking to shut the door down into turn number 3. Does so. He balks the 47 car, but it's not going to matter. Oh, we've got a yellow coming out, and that will technically not complete that lap. And it should go back to Ashton Mealer. But there is Stephen Fernberg, one of the cars involved in this one. Christopher Schaefer as well. Oh, Schaefer coming down. Fernberg coming up. We'll leave that in the hands of race control. Here it is once again. This is 3rd, 4th and 5th on screen on your instant replay. Well, you can make a case for both drivers at fault for that one, but again, we'll let race control deal with that situation at hand. And Ashton Mealer still going to be the race leader. Boy, who was going to take out heat race number 2, but who was going to take out tonight's main event, round number 3? The American Dirt Series presented by A&J Custom Creations. Still plenty of action for the season. Next week we'll travel to Eldora Speedway. Then they're actually taking a week off, and then, which is actually quite good because I won't be here that weekend. And then December 1st, they'll come back to Lanier National Raceway, followed by 8th of December, Volusia. The 15th of December, Lernerville. The 22nd of December, Williams Grove. 29th of December, Port Royal. And January 5th, 2024, wrapping it up at the dirt track at Charlotte. Coming back to green, Ashton Mealer is 1 mile away from putting the 39 car on the outside of the front row of your 30-lap main event. But Garrett Pepiat, Taylor Wineland, both those drivers along with the rest of the field, they've got something to say about this one. Here we go. The green flag goes up, the throttle goes down, but the racing flagman says, let's go racing back on the Knoxville Raceway. And Ashton Mealer, oh, here comes Dylan Berg. Dylan Berg started position number 9, and he's found his way into a transfer position. Much like what Kenny Hoffman did in the opening heat race of the night. Dylan Berg doing it here in heat race number 2, but the white flag is out. 1 lap left to go for Ashton Mealer down into turn number 3. Off the corner number 4. Mealer catching the inside berm right in the center of the turn. He's going to do enough to hold on. And Dylan Berg will go from the back to near the front, but he will go to a transfer position. Heat race number 2 is done. Ashton Mealer going to the show. Garrett Pepiat, Dylan Berg also transferring to the main event for the likes of Wineland, Malley, Fernberg, Schaefer, Mooney and Williams. Those drivers headed to one of 2 B mains on the program. Heat number 3 lining up like this. Jesse Dacus on the pole. On the outside of the front row, driving the Inferno Motorsports 814 machine from position number 2. That is Brad Waite. Position number 3 with the 56 car for LGR Motorsports. That is Randy Shreves to the outside. Driving the Josh Whiteman number 24 machine for Aces Up Sim Sports. That is Josh Whiteman himself. Position number 5 driving the 11C for Highline and the Dirtco Media House entry. That is Chad Coate. To the outside from position number 6 driving the Aces Up Sim Sports. Car number 98 of Ryan Peggett. Craig Pfeiffer in car number 32, the Monster Energy Drink entry. He will start from position number 7. Driving the J1 to the 1J. Sunset, Jacob Schmutz lines up from position number 8. And you go back to the ninth and final starter in car number 81. Driving the Bandits Custom Graphics entry, that is Tanner Butler. Heat number 3, final heat race of the night. Again, who will take out heat number 3? Green flag is out, final 10 laps of competition. And it's going to be Dacus leading Brad White. Josh Wyman now coming after the 814 machine. Oh, Wyman with a big run down into turn number 1. Slid up across the front of the 814 of Brad White's. The slide job complete there. White trying to come back at Whiteman down into turn number 3 and 4. Now keep an eye on Randy Strees in that 56 machine. Here he comes. To the top of the racetrack he goes. Top definitely better in turn number 1 and 2. And now Randy Strees finds himself into a transfer position. Wyman slide job for the race lead. Catches the cushion not once but twice. Oh boy, problems there for Chad Cote in the 11C. Gathered it back up, but Wyman still all over the back of your race leader like a rash down past the National Sprint Car Hall of Fame and Museum. Now top 3 nose to tail. They were. Oh no, look out. Brad White in the 814 car. Involved in that one. Chad Cote also involved. A handful of drivers involved in that one. And I think Cote got into the back of White. Let's take a look. Instant replay coming up on screen. That's exactly how it happened. The 98 car of Paget. He had nowhere to go. Pfeiffer involved. I think Butler got through that one. So a handful of cars will go back to the pits. Then we'll get some running repairs done. Here's a look at Josh Whiteman in car number 24. Can really get a good look at this racetrack right now. See where the slick line is. You can see where there is a fair bit of moisture. And more importantly, let's go back and take a look here at Randy Strees. And just watch as he rolls down into turn number 3. Let's keep an eye on the right side. Look at him just roll up to the cushion. It's pretty flat there. It starts to build up here, and there is quite a big cushion there. Not once, and it's like a bump up and down, up, down, up and down we go. That is going to be very, very tough to hit later on tonight. All right, here we are. Getting ready field back in rows of 2x2 formation. Coming back to green. 4 down, 6 to run. Back underway. Who will get the 3 transfer positions? We'll keep an eye on Whiteman and Strees, who were pretty quick there in the opening 4 laps of that exchange in the final heat race of the night. Meanwhile, your race leader Dacus puts half race distance into the books here at the Knoxville Raceway. Final heat race of the night, but I'll tell you what, here comes Josh Wyman. Paget in 4th position, coming back down to the low side of turn number 4, trying to use the cut down line. Was Josh Wyman in that number 24 machine. Dacus into the wall, and now we'll give up the race lead. Oh, Whiteman goes around, does a 360. And well, we're not going to go yellow. Well, there it is. Yellow will come out now, just as he tries to put himself into the inside guardrail. Take a look at the instant replay here. I wonder if there's something going wrong, because just take a look at this one. The wheels do not move. I want to say maybe just out of that one, maybe the steering wheel had disconnected or something. Certainly some problems there for the 24 machine. Alright, so caution number 2 here for heat race number 3. So if we look at the top 5 in the point standings, 3 of them are not here. But with this series this season, there is a drop week. We'll look at that in a moment as we get ready to come back green and for the final 3 laps of competition. Once again, we'll lead us back to the green flag. Does Randy Shreves have something for your race leader of Dacus? Going to say it certainly looked like that over the past couple of laps. Dacus going to slide it up. Shreves trying to use the cutback line. Paget in the 98 machine in that third and final transfer spot now. Challenges up for the race lead. Randy Shreves down to the inside he goes, and just as he was about to throw the slide job, yellow comes out. Certainly not ideal for the yellows to come out, especially when you're getting ready to set an opposition driver up for a huge slider into turn number 3. And, well, Randy Shreves, if we can time this restart, that's going to be the big thing if we can get the restart on Jesse Dacus. Best lap time for Dacus, 16:8:38. Randy Shreves a 16.701, nearly a tenth and a half quicker. Chad Coate with a 16.767. Josh Wyman with a 16.775. So you got 3 drivers at a 16.7 seconds. So nearly mid-16s at the moment. But we are going to send it to overtime. So next week at Eldora Speedway. Then we will take a week off and come back in 2 weeks' time. Back in December. For Lanier National Speedway for what will be the halfway point of the season. Lights are out. Field is single file. Shreves, Dacus, Shreves, Paget. That's your top 3. Schmutz, Coate, White, Butler, Wyman. That's the 8 drivers left on the racetrack. Craig Pfeiffer back in the pit area. Coming back to the green flag once again. And Randy Shreves, well, he needed to be a lot closer than that one because that's 3/10 of a second that he's let Dacus get away. And well, with only 2 laps left to run, it is going to take an inhuman effort. It's going to have to be a monstrous run to track down the 11 machine, but they come off turn number 4. A white flag is out, 1 lap left to go. Although that start was slow for Randy Shreves. He was a tenth quicker than your race leader, but for the final time down into 3 and 4. Here he comes, Randy Shreves with a run down into 3 and 4. Meanwhile, oh boy, problems there for the transfer position. Dacus will win by a tenth and a half. Randy Shreves, Jacob Smuts, that'll be your top 3. See if we can get this one. Quick look at the instant replay. Keep an eye on the 11 machine to the far right of your screen. Just catching the left rear there of Ryan Paget in the 98 machine. So heat 3 results coming up on screen before we move into what will be the first of 2 B mains. So Dacus, Shree, Smuts, that'll be going through to the show. Waite, Butler, Whiteman, Paget, Coate, Piper, all to a last chance qualifier. B main number 1. Let's take a look at your starting lineup. 15 laps, top 6 will go through to the back of the A main. And they will line up like this on the pole position. In caliber 57, Connor Spear. To the outside of the front row, the 814 entry of Brad Waite lines up at a position number 2. Position number 3, John caliber 88, that's Cody Malley. From 4, it's the 5 of Graham Nucky. We'll go back to your 5th starter in car number 24, Josh Whiteman, to his outside. From position number 6, car number 23 of Christopher Schaefer. Then we go back to the 4th row, inside and outside, from positions number 7 and 8. From position number 7, it's the 214 of Stephen Lindo. To the outside, the 11 machine of Chad Coate will start position number 8. And your 9th and final starter in caliber 91 for Black Diamond Motorsports, Tim Sims Ultimate Dirt TV Velocity Race Designs. That is Ernie Williams Jr. Cars are already rolling down the back straightaway. 9 cars on the racetrack. 15 laps, top 6 to the main event. Christopher Schaefer running 3rd in the point standings. Week number 1, he went from 21st to 14th at Lincoln Speedway, and then last week at Cedar Lake Speedway, he found his way from started 3rd and ended up finishing 3rd as well. But here we go, the green flag is out. We're already underway here for your first B main. Connor Spear leads, Cody Malley, Brad Waite, that's your top 3. Waite, Whiteman, all over the back of Malley, down into turn number 3. Malley to the inside. Jonathan Hobbs trenching and boring. Car number 88 now. Oh boy, look out, Whiteman and Waite making a tiny bit of contact in the middle of 1 and 2. And Josh Whiteman, boy, he has got some speed in that number 24 machine. Whiteman now to the outside with a run on the 88 car of Cody Malley. Connor Spear, your race leader still. Down the back straight away, past the Brian Clausen, Sweet Tower into turn number 3. Whiteman has found his way to the runner-up position. Here comes Chad Coate. Ernie Williams Jr. in that 6th and final transfer position. Will start position number 21 in the main event should he finish in position number 6. Regardless of what name is there, 21st starter will be the man that finishes in 6th place. Brad Waite has got 5th place at the moment. Chad Coate, we've just seen him in that last heat race with a bit of controversy late in that one. He's found himself inside of a transfer position as now he looks to get to the outside of that 88, the Hobbs trenching and boring 88 machine of Cody Malley. Now Coate, I thought he had a big run there down the front straightaway. Almost at the half race distance. Malley going to fall back to position number 4, but all out in front alone by himself is the 57 car of Connor Spear. Josh Whiteman, he's got nearly 9/10 of a second to try and run him down. Malley continuing to work the inside through turn number 1 and 2. Doesn't want to go upstairs just yet, but Chad Coate gets around the outside. So move Chad Coate into position number 3. Cody Malley back to 4th. Brad Waite still in position number 5. And still in that 6th and final transfer position is Ernie Williams Jr. Stephen Lindau wants a transfer spot. He is on the verge of not making tonight's main event. Williams now looking a little closer now to the outside of the 814 machine of Brad Waite. Waite to the bottom, Williams to the top shelf. What will be 9 down? 9 down, 6 to run. And Williams has got position number 5. He's got that insurance position. Can Stephen Lindau work and learn from what Ernie Williams Jr. just done? And boy, you know he has, because here he comes now to the outside of Brad Waite. This is the battle for the final transfer spot. Waite stuck on the inside line, just does not want to give it up. Maybe doesn't feel too comfortable. And now with that being said, Brad Waite back to position number 7. He's now on the outside looking in. Spear, Connor Spear in car number 57. will have 3 to run at the start-finish line, and he's got a healthy gap, a 1 second lead over Josh Whiteman in car number 24. And closing in on the 24 car is the 11 machine of Chad Coate. Quickest car on the racetrack, Connor Spear with a 16.977. Everybody else 17.071 into 17.2 for some drivers. 2 laps left to go for your race leader. There it is, your top 3 just broken the sub 17, so they're all 3 went 16.9. So the first B main going the distance, going flag to flag. Green to checker without a stoppage, and there is your race leader past the run course and Sweet Tower. Back straight away for the final time. B main number 1 is running on. Connor Spear transferring to the main event. Second will go Josh Whiteman. Third at the line will be Chad Coate, Cody Malley, Ernie Williams Jr. and Stephen Lindell. Those top 6 drivers have booked themselves a ticket and a date for destiny for round number 3 in the main event for the likes of Brad Waite, Christopher Schaefer, Graham Nucky. Unfortunately, Waite, Schaefer and Nucky will not take any further part in this one, which means we have got our second and final preliminary race, B main, on the program to find out your final 6 starters. Driving the Vanderpool Construction 25T machine, Taylor Wineland lines up from position number 1. Randy Fritsch in car number 72 will start from position number 2. From position number 3, car number 81, that's Tanner Butler. To the outside from 4, it's car number 29 of Stephen Fernberg. Your 5th starter will be the 07 machine of Stacey Elmore. To the outside, Ryan Padgett lines up the 98 machine from position number 6. Row 4 from position number 7, the 73 car of Larry Moody. To the outside from 8, it's the 99 of Patrick Caluccio. And your 5th and final row from position number 9, it's Craig Piper in car number 32. And to the outside from 10, driving the catalytic recovery, Inferno Motorsports, car number 518, Joseph Grandy. So just to note, Chris Schaefer was in that last B main. He was 3rd in the point standings. He did not make the main event. Joseph Grandy, he is 4th in the points. He's in this B main and he's got some work to do with the top 6 going through. Ryan Avila, your points leader, not here tonight. Clayton Davies, 2nd in points, not here tonight. Joey Lindgren, 5th in the points and he's not here tonight. This could be big when it comes to the end of the night. Can Joseph Grandy, can he get into the show and can he lead the points season after 3 weeks of competition? We'll have to see if he can get through this final B main. As the green flag waves for 15 laps around the Knoxville Raceway. Once again, top 6 will find themselves booking a date with destiny later on after this B main and after the warm-up session. And just like that, we are yellow. Patrick Caluccio. Poor old Caluccio. Boy, when you talk about not having any luck, let's take a look. We go on board right now with the 518 machine. So Grandy. So 3 drivers inside the top 10 are here tonight, and only one of them has locked themselves into the show momentarily. Now I say that with still Joseph Grandy, still a chance at this one. So the only man to lock into the show is Jesse Dackerson. Of course, he picked up that final heat race of the night. He raced number 3 earlier on tonight. Christopher Schaefer just finished the B main number 1. He did not make it into the top 6. I think he finished 8th position, so his night is done. So that leaves Joseph Grandy, the last car inside the top 10. If he can get into the show, that would make 2 drivers inside the top 10. But we'll talk more on that later on as the green flag flies once again. B main number 2, Taylor Wineland in the Vanderpool Construction 25T machine. About to put lap number 2 into the books here at the Knoxville Raceway. Here comes Tanner Butler. He was all over the back of Randy Fritz through 3 and 4 as they work down into turn number 1. Stephen Fernberg has got Stacey Elmore and Ryan Paget in the 98 machine in that 6th and final transfer position. Meanwhile, the 73 car of Larry Moody. Oh boy! Problems for Taylor Wineland. What's going on with the 25 car? Oh, that 25 car, it must be filthy at the moment. He had the race lead, not sure what happened there. For Taylor Wineland in that Vanderpool Construction 25T machine, Fernberg into the wall, we will go yellow. Wonder if we can wind this back. Here it is, instant replay. What happened to your race leader? Just suffering some sort of mechanical issue. And you really hate to see it for Taylor Wineland in that number 25 machine, but nonetheless, the race will still go on. 4 down. Caution flag at number 2 of the night in your second B main. Lights still flashing. Hopefully they do turn off here at the Knoxville Raceway. Wineland was 11th, equal 10th actually, coming in. So we'll just call it 11th, coming into the night. Stephen Fernberg, he's in this B main. He's 12th. Boy, this is really going to shake things up here tonight. After week number 3, but again, don't forget these drivers, they do have a drop week. We go back to green here at the Knoxville Raceway. Fernberg has got Paget to the inside, down into turn number 3. That's your battle for 3rd and 4th position. Meanwhile, Larry Moody, Stacey Elmore will go on it side by side for the final transfer spot. I think Larry Moody had 5th at the start-finish line. Sliding somewhat right through the slick. I thought he was trying to go to the middle of the racetrack, trying to get those right side tyres in some sort of moisture. But he went right through the slick and says, "No, that's okay. I'll run right through the slick. I'll run the Donny shots line." Moody now to the inside on Fernberg. Craig Piper in the 32 machine looking for a transfer position. Elmore has got that 6th and final spot at the moment. Meanwhile, Randy Fritsch, still your race leader from Ryan Paget, Tanner Butler. And then you go back to Stephen Fernberg on screen in car 29. Larry Moody as well, right through the middle, up to position number 4, back to position number 5. They'll drag race literally down the back straight away. And now Stacey Elmore, Craig Piper, they also drag race as well, 2 by 2 for positions number 4, 5, 6, and 7. And a reminder, only the top 6 will go through. Elmore is now on the outside looking in with 6.5 to go. Meanwhile, Fernberg and Moody still working it wheel to wheel down the back stretch through turn number 3 and now through turn number 4. Fernberg and that Toro Media number 29 machine. He's got one more position. He's basically got one insurance position at the moment that he can work with. And right now that is under fire by Craig Piper in that 32 machine. Oh boy, look out. Fernberg caught the wall on the front straightaway now. Here comes Stacey Elmore and Joseph Grandy. But laps are winding down. Coming to 4 to go. Elmore, Grandy. Oh boy, Piper slides up. He nearly got into the back of Larry Moody. And now Stacey Elmore has found his way into a transfer position. Ken Grandy, who was 4th in the point stand, is coming into tonight. He is now 2 spots out, much like what Christopher Schaefer was in the first B main. Now, of course, this is B main number 2. Fernberg, Grandy. Here comes Grandy down to the inside. I thought he was going to throw the big Hail Mary, but couldn't quite complete it. Fernberg did shut the door. 2.5 to go. It'll be 2 to go for your race leader of Ryan Paget over Randy Fritsch. Shane there for the race lead. Meanwhile, where we've been focusing on that battle for the transfer position, and Stacey Elmore is now 1 mile away. Wonder if Elmore has learnt anything from this race earlier at the start, about 6 or 7 laps ago, where he was running the inside of the racetrack, had a transfer spot but he lost it. Cars going around the outside. Now only needs 4 more turns to hold on to a transfer position. Top 6 are going to go through to the main event. Meanwhile, back up out in front through turn number 3 off for corner number 4. Ryan Paget in car number 98 will win your B-Main, your second B-Main. Randy Fritsch will come home second, Tanner Butler third, Larry Moody fourth, Craig Piper and Stacey Elmore. That will complete your top 6, ladies and gentlemen. Let's take a look at your B-Main results up on screen. There it is, Ryan Paget, Randy Fritsch, Tanner Butler, Larry Moody, Craig Piper for your top 5, Stacey Elmore in position number 6. I believe we do have a warm-up session scheduled for this one. I think they may only have a minute or 2. So, Grandy going to miss out. Fernberg, Wyman, Kaluka, those drivers will miss out as well. With that being said, we'll take this opportunity right now to step aside here on Ultimate Dirt TV. Come back, we'll pay a couple of bills, play a couple of ads, and be back with your main event. You're watching live on Ultimate Dirt TV, live across the social media pages. The A&J Custom Creations 360 Wing Sprint Cars, presented by American Dirt Series, live from the virtual sprint car capital of the world, the Knoxville Raceway.
iRacing is a sim racing game that combines a true-to-life racing experience with an online community of virtual racing enthusiasts all around the globe. iRacing offers a multitude of officially licensed cars and tracks, laser scanned with millimeter accuracy. The car models and mechanical systems are based on real-world physics, engineered in cooperation with manufacturers and racing teams. Our skill license system ranges from rookie to pro, ensuring members are always pitted against those with similar skill sets. Members are able to sign up for a weekly racing series, compete in time trials, host a private race with friends, and participate in racing leagues created and run by the community. With over 200,000 members, iRacing works in partnership with renowned motorsports organizations like NASCAR to deliver virtual races based on the real-life NASCAR Cup Series, as well as many other series on the NASCAR ladder. iRacing also features team racing, providing a variety of options for members to create and manage their own teams, race with friends or real-world teammates in full-length endurance events like the 24 Hours of Daytona, Spa 24, or the Bathurst 12-Hour. Participate in solo races, championship seasons, and hosted and league events with AI Racing. With a rapidly expanding catalog of 70-plus cars and 85-plus tracks from real-world racing series, test your abilities with challenging computer-based competition. Additional partners include IMSA, the World of Outlaws, and Supercars, allowing members to participate in their very own Bathurst 1000, Chili Bowl, Sebring 12-Hour, and many more iconic events. This is iRacing, delivering the most authentic racing experience short of getting into a real race car. Sign up today at iRacing.com.
And we are back here on Ultimate Dirt TV live across the social media pages for what is round number 3 of the American Dirt Series 360 Wing Sprint Cars, presented by A&J Custom Creations. Brett Wheeler with you for the call, and your main event is about to start. Let's go through your 21 drivers in tonight's main event. And lining up on the pole position in car number 8, that is Ross Kaiser. To the outside of your front row in car number 39, Ashton Miller will start from position number 2. Position number 3 with the 11 car of Jesse Dacus. From position number 4, the 21H of John Helms. Position number 5 in car 47, Garrett Pepiot. From 6, it's the 56 of Randy Shreves. From position number 7, car number 11 of Kenny Hoffman. From 8, the 14 of Dylan Berg. From position number 9, driving the 1J, it's Jacob Schmutz to the outside from position number 10. He picked up the B-main win, Connor Spear in car 57. From position number 11, the 98 of Ryan Paget. From 12 in car 24, Josh Whiteman. From position number 13, it's the 72 of Randy Fritsch. From 14, car 11 of Chad Coate. We go back to position number 15, the 81 of Tanner Butler. From 16, the 88, Hope stretching a boring entry, Cody Malley. From position number 17, car number 73 of Larry Moody. From 18, the 91 of Ernie Williams Jr. From position number 19, car 32 of Craig Piper. From 20, it's the 214 of Stephen Lindo. And the 21st and final starter in car number 07 for Inferno Motorsports, that is Stacey Elmore. 30 laps on the board. We are racing here at the Knoxville Raceway. What a sight as they work down into turn number 1 and 2. Ross Kaiser leading the way down the back straightaway, already into turn number 3 and 4. Pempiat to the inside there on Miller, but Miller good run through the centre of the racetrack, going to pick up not 1 but 2 positions, and Ashton Miller going to find his way back to the runner-up position. Dacus to the inside on Miller as they work through turn number 1 and 2. A little bit of contact there. Here comes Randy Shreves with a big run on the outside, and out to the inside goes Garrett Pempiat, 3 wide for 3rd, 4th and 5th position. Now they spread it to 2 wide. Miller coming up, the Dacus down into turn number 1. Dacus run on the top. Keep an eye on Kenny Hopman as well. Car number 11, look at the 57 right there of Connor Spear. Has made his way to position number 8. Showed very good car speed in that B main. Shreves now trying to get himself back to a transfer position. Look at this 3 wide. Hoffman, Peppiat and Spear down the main straightaway. Peppiat really closing the door there on the 11 machine of Kenny Hoffman. And now Josh Wyman in the 24 scoops up another position as Dylan Berg now going to battle Kenny Hoffman right in the middle of your screen. Helms coming after Randy Shreves for positions number 4. Shreves gets it a little crossed up, a little too sideways there, missing the cushion there on the entry into turn number 1. But boy, I tell you what, he gathered it back up, showed some very, very good car speed. And Shreves rails and nails the cushion. Nearly 3 wide. Dacus gets split inside and outside by John Helms and Randy Shreves. And John Helms really motoring along in that number 21H machine. The Helms Racing Incorporated Tim Sims. Oh, look out, Randy Shreves. Almost lost the handle on that race car. I'd be pulling the wing back. Oh, Connor Spear up on 2 wheels, and we are yellow. First time in the B main, Ernie Williams Jr. In car number 91, let's take a look at your instant replay up on screen. Just got up over the right rear of the 98 car, Ryan Paget. Here it is again, let's take a look. So this is going down into turn number 1 and 2. Look at how smooth he is on the top of the racetrack, especially when that cushion is gnarly. Yeah, I think Paget's coming up the racetrack and realised that, hey, Ernie Williams Jr. was getting a big run on the exit of turn number 2. And he just tried to, you can see Paget actually just tried to turn down the racetrack, figuring that, no, maybe it was too late. And, well, once Williams right up over the right rear, that was pretty much all she wrote. And unfortunately, only Williams Jr., he will be out of tonight's main event. We will not see that 91 car take any further part in this A main. Coming back to green, Ross Kaiser, Ashton Miller. Back to the front row we go. What will be 6 down, 24 to go. Field has doubled up And boy, I tell you what, keep an eye on John Helms as well. Boy, he got an absolute monster of a restart there. He was challenging. He was about to challenge Ross Kaiser for the race lead going down into turn number 1, but backed out of it because Miller just got him stuck on the bottom side as Miller went right through the middle. Now Ashton Miller, he's going to go to the race lead off turn number 4. And Ashton Miller, you've got a new leader down the front straight away. Lap number 7 is going to belong to Ashton Miller. John Helms or Ross Kaiser. I'll reckon Ross. Win it or wreck it, as Ross is known for. Boy, I tell you what, he's certainly going to put on a show here at the Knoxville Raceway. Oh, look out, he's going to wreck it. Sorry, Ross. Not sorry. We'll go yellow, I think. Yellow will come out. Oh, there's the 07 of Stacey Elmore as well. What happened to him? Oh, cars checking up. So Connor Spear in the 57. Let's see what happened to Connor. Oh, wow. That was just a case of people trying to avoid Ross Kaiser there. Well, we knew it was going to be spectacular anytime that Ross Kaiser loads in. Here we go. Look at him soaring on that wheel, that Speed Factory number 8 machine. I mean, very lucky not to catch anybody else. Oh, you talk about a pucker up factor right there. And look at him just soaring at the wheel. And what about All Saucemaster Sprint Car Series powered by iRacing car number 8? Ross Kaiser will go back to the pits. Hopefully he'll have enough time to come back out onto the raceway. You can see that is the outcome of Ross Kaiser. And in the space of what has been, 2 laps, he goes from leading the race. And now he finds himself at the moment back in pit road. And once he calls that tow, I believe you're looking at about a minute 45 to a minute 50. So you're almost looking at about 110 seconds. Well, see it right there. He's back out onto the raceway. So coming back out is that number 8 machine of Ross Kaiser. Lights do go out on the pace truck. We're going with a single file restart. Who's going to Dingus? Who's going to the hospital? Who's going to the rib shack? Who doesn't care where they're going? Who just wants to see a good race? I know I do. And boy, these drivers are really putting it on here in what has been 9 completed laps. So we're almost 1/3 of the race distance complete. John Helms trying to get the good start there on Ashton Miller, but Ashton Miller going to drive away from that 21H machine of Helms down the front straight away. Immediately go back and look at Josh Whiteman in car number 24. Garrett Pepiat just getting into the right rear there as they work down through turn number 1 and 2, but quickly back to yellow. Oh boy, problems for Stacey Elmore. Oh. Elmore, Butler. I think Paget in the 98 as well. He's got all sorts crossed up there. Was... Again, look at this. It's probably been a good angle for... That left front just got the inside berm, and unfortunately... Oh, hold on, camera. I tell you what, we've got some good brackets that'll hold that camera in place. If that's a good speech there, this is going to be a good speech up right here. This one, car flipping. There it is. Well, Elmore going to tag up the tail end of the field. We should be going back to 1 degree once they come past the start finish line. There it is. Lights are out. So 21 cars started this main event for round number 3. Jesse Dack is the only driver inside the top 10 in point standings, I believe it is, that has made tonight's main event. And you would think that, well, you would think that he would be the points leader after this one, but we've got to get through it. Hopefully we can give you guys an update after we chat to the top three once the results have all been calculated. But now we're going to be 1/3 of the race distance complete. 10 down, 20 to go. Ashton Miller once again. He's led from lap number 7 it's been. So he's been leading for what is now 4 laps. Meanwhile, Randy Shreves has finally gathered it back up. Looks a little bit more comfortable right now, does that LGR Motorsports number 56 machine. Although every time we look at someone, it almost looks like that they're just going to lose control of the race car. And it certainly provides some spectacular entertainment here at the virtual Knoxville Raceway. Meanwhile, Josh Whiteman will go side by side there with the 56 car of Randy Shreves. Whiteman has got 4th at the start-finish line. Top 4 work the bottom side of the racetrack. Here comes Shreves with a run down the back straight away. Will now reclaim 4th position. Dackers is going to go upstairs down into turn number 3. Bouncing his way through turns 3 and up for turn number 4. We are yellow. Maybe not Tanner Butler. Stacey Elmore involved again with Randy Fritsch in the 72 machine. So that is the reason for the caution. Stacey Elmore, boy, I tell you what, he had a real tough night at the moment. Is that 07 machine? Get a good run. Fritsch actually just come down the racetrack there as again, yeah. You got a case for, well, one's coming up, one's coming down. So what's going on with John Helms here? There we go. Thought maybe he was having some sort of issues in that 21H machine. Retake up his spot up near the front of the field. In 2nd position that will be. So don't forget, next week, November 17th, Eldora Speedway for round number 4. The American Dirt Series 360 Wing Sprint Cars presented by A&J Custom Creations. Then we take a week off on November 24. We come back December 1, Lanier National Speedway, a 3/8 of a mile racetrack. So we go from the big tracks, we go to a small track. Then we'll go back to the world's fastest half mile, Volusia Speedway Park. Then we'll take a Pennsylvania swing, Lernerville, Williams Grove and Port Royal before the final race of the season, January 5th, 2024, where all roads lead to the dirt track at Charlotte for the final 10th and final round of the season. We look forward to having your company each and every night here on Ultimate Dirt TV, but we get ready to go back to green flag action. Ashton Miller, a slow pace. John Helms is very good at timing the restarts. It's all about those reaction times, looking at when the car picks up the front wheels and we're back underway. And what will be 12 down, 18 to run. Whiteman was very good early on in the night before problems and drama struck that 24 machine, but right now showing some good form at the moment. Meanwhile, can Helms get by your race lead as they work down into turn number 1 and 2? Helms, Miller all run the inside line. In fact, your top 4 run on the inside line. I think the first car to go upstairs is going to be Randy Shreves again. This time, Dacus goes upstairs. Dacus is going to lose the podium position as Josh Whiteman goes on by in that number 24 machine for races up Sim Sports. Going to the middle. In fact, from the middle to the top goes the 11 machine of Jesse Dackers, and he may have just found the line that works into turn number 1 and 2. And with that yellow coming out, he may have just given up that fast racing line because, well, Josh Whiteman is going to go back to position number 3 right as we start half race distance, the back half of this feature event. We get another caution here at the Knoxville Raceway. Garrett Pepiat already been scored 1 lap down in position number 20 in car number 47. Still looking at 19 cars on the lead lap. Here's your race leader of Ashton Miller, I should say. we'll stay 2 to green. In fact, I believe the lights are out. We're going to go back to racing off turn at number 4. Right, Ashton Miller in car number 39. Ryan Paget will take up his spot at the tail end of the field in 19th position. '16 complete once we get the green flag, once the cars go past the start-finish line, which means, well, you've got 14 laps left to get it done. Here at Knoxville, we'll send it back green one more time, and let's go racing on the Knoxville Raceway. Very surprised to see no one run that middle line down into turn 1 and slide it up to the cushion, much like to what Jesse Dacus did just before that yellow come out. Dylan Berg now trying to make his way into the top 5 as he tries to battle with Randy Shrees. Now Dacus under some pressure by the 56 machine. Shrees again, right above the slick all the way through turn number 1 and 2, has found himself into position number 4. Dacus run on the inside line, runs the middle, going to almost slide up. Shrees nearly come down the racetrack and really had to drive it a little bit deeper to the top of the racetrack. Goes the 56, and one car inside the top 10, which happens to be Randy Shrees, is only halfway or higher up on this racetrack. Again, these cautions are haltering this race at the moment, but they are really helping the likes of the 39 car. Swindell Speed Lab, number 39 car. The driver in that race car is Ashton Miller, and again, every time they get the those 2, 3, 4 lap sprints, then the yellow comes out, it makes it just a little bit harder for John Helms to close up the gap and try and make a pass, because he's got to be right up on the tail tank in the rear nerve bar of that 39 machine. Might have the same pace as him, but boy, I tell you what, he's got to find a way around him. Fastest lap of the race so far, John Helms with a 17.336. I'm not seeing anybody else in the 17.3s. I believe he's got nearly a 1/10 of a second. And the second quickest car happens to be your race leader, Ashton Miller, with a 17.420. Josh Whiteman with a 17.488. Dylan Berg with a 17.497. And then you've got a bunch of 17.5, 17.6, and 17.7. You've got a couple of 17.8 struttlers in there as well. Safety car goes in. 11 laps left to go. The green flag flies one more time here at the Knoxville Raceway. And let's see if we can get this one into the books here at the Knoxville Raceway. Miller still leading down the back straightaway. This will complete lap number 20, so 1/3, 20 down, and 10 laps left to go. So you are basically looking at a heat race distance away. Randy Shrees has found his way to position number 4. Dylan Berg just outside of the top 5 once again. Then you go back to Chad Code in 7th. Larry Moody, Stephen Lindo, and Jacob Smuts. That's your top 10. Stacey Elmore somehow found a way back to position number 11. Although you can see a handful of cars back in the pits and already out of tonight's main event. And, well, it's going to suck for some of those drivers. Meanwhile, Whiteman closing in. There's your top 3 on screen. From left to right goes Ashton Miller, John Helms in the middle, and Josh Whiteman in the red and white number 20, the red, white, and black number 24 machine. That's Helms on screen in that 21 car, and again trying to run down Ashton Miller in the 39 car. Whiteman closing in right now on John Helms. They work down the back straight away. Out of those top 3, boy, Josh Whiteman is the quickest car of those top 3, and they've got at least 2/10 of a second, maybe a little bit more, even 3/10 of a second there on anybody else in this field. And your top 3 have really broken away, with John Helms with a 17.384. That lap there is quicker than anybody else's quickest lap time, and we are what is 23 laps in the books, now going to make it 24, and Helms is really closing in on your race leader with 6 laps left to run, and this is exactly what Helms needs. He needs a green flag run. Helms' fastest lap of the race was just sent with a 17.304, Miller on a 17.327. Helms going to the cushion into turn number 3, off for turn number 4. Miller, still your race leader as they work down with a handful of laps left to go. The palm coming out from Barney, the racing flag, with 5 laps left to go. Helms all over the back of Miller down the back straightaway. Helms goes to the top, down into turn number 3, trying to get the run off the cushion. Cuts back almost through the middle, but Josh Wyman is there with Josh Wyman, and they move to the top side. Is going to be very costly. John Helms over the cushion, into the wall. We might be going yellow. Oh, he's lost the right front. Is John Helms. Problems for the 21H machine, and you really hate to see it. Now, Wyman looking for the race lead. The battle is on. Miller has got it by half a car length. They work down into turn number 1 and 2. 3 laps left to go for Josh Wyman or Ashton Miller, and Josh Wyman has got the race lead down into turn number 3. Miller trying to come back at him on the top side of the racetrack off turn number 4, but Josh Wyman will lead lap number 28. 2 circuits to go. 1 mile around the virtual Knoxville Raceway, and again Miller trying to come back at him down the back straightaway. 2/10 of a second is all that separates Josh Wyman and Ashton Miller as they work through 3 and 4 for the penultimate time, and the white flag will fly. 1 lap left to go, half a mile, 4 turns. Here comes Miller. John Helms just staying there to the inside of the racetrack. Tell you what, hell of a job there by the 21H machine, but for the final time through turn number 3, off for turn number 4, checkered flag is out. Josh Wyman is going to go to victory lane. Oh my, what a race. Fireworks will go off. And Josh Wyman will pick up his first win of the season. We'll take a look at your official result. After 30 completed laps, Josh Wyman in car number 24 will get the job done. Second, we'll go to Ashton Miller. Third will be Randy Shreves. We'll chat to those 3 drivers momentarily. Jesse Dacus and Dylan Berg will make up your top 5. Home in 4th and 5th place. Chad Coate in 6th. Larry Moody 7th. Stephen Lindo in 8th. Stacey Elmore 9th. Jacob Smuts rounds out your top 10. We'll go over the page. 11th through to 20th. Randy Fritsch in 11th. Ryan Padgett in 12th. Tanner Butler in 13th. John Helms in 14th. 15th will go to Cody Malley, Craig Piper in 16th. Connor Spear in 17th. Ross Kaiser 18th. Kenny Hoffman in 19th. Garrett Pepiat rounds out your top 20. And Ernie Williams Jr. in position number 21. Well, we'll now chat to the man that comes home in 3rd place here tonight, piloting that LGR Motorsports car number 56 machine of Randy Shreves. And here he is. We'll chat to Randy Shreves quickly. Randy, congratulations on this 3rd place finish. And boy, that looked very tough out there. But boy, I got to say, you showed some good car speed there late in that one. But boy, at the start of that race, just did not look like that car wanted to handle too good.
Yeah, I was up there running the top. It felt really good for the longest time, and then I just, I don't know, lost it at the top, and then seeing that everybody was going to the bottom, everybody was gaining ground, so I finally went back down there, and I wish I would have done that a lot sooner, but, you know, overall, a podium finish with these guys, you know, I can't complain about that.
It's been a tough opening to the season, of course. This is round number 3. We move forward to Eldora Speedway before we take a week off. How do you feel about going into Eldora, knowing that you've just come off a podium with some good momentum going forward into next week?
You know, Eldora, it can be a tricky track too, but I don't know. I'm hoping to carry the same momentum there and hopefully pull off a podium finish also.
Randy, congratulations on this 3rd place finish here tonight. Before we let you go, we'll let you thank everybody involved on this 56 car.
Yeah, for sure. Definitely want to thank everybody over at LGR Motorsports, Alex Berger on the ABR Setup Shop, Coulter West at Redline Design Company, One Wish Foundation, Wraps and Stitches, KSB Builders, Finish Line Repair, you know, you at Ultimate Dirt TV for the awesome broadcast you do, and everybody with the American Dirt Series.
Randy, well on 3rd place. We'll look forward to seeing you back next week at Eldora.
Thanks, Brett.
There we go. Randy Shreves home in 3rd place. Home in 2nd place tonight is going to be Ashton Miller in car number 39. Let's move him down there, and let's bring this interview down here. Ashton, got a copy?
I'm here.
All right, everybody. Hey, 2nd spot here tonight. Probably one that got away from you there in the end, but Boy, I tell you what, you can't complain with the second place finish here at Knoxville.
No, definitely can't complain. I really bummed at myself for going to the top there. I should have just stayed on the bottom like I was doing, but you live and you learn. Good race though.
Just give us a thought process on actually going to the top, because you got to the lead using that low side of the racetrack. Yeah, just like I said, just talk us through the thought process on actually going back upstairs.
I knew I could hear Helms when he was behind me moving up, and I actually thought he was still right behind me, and had someone tell me that he actually wrecked, and that was at the time I'd went to the top, and at that time I looked back down and had Josh right below me, and I couldn't get down, so I just kind of tried to make the top work, and it was just too late.
As you said, mate, you live and you learn. Again, second place finish here tonight at the Knoxville race. Nothing to sneeze about. And, well, before we let you go and celebrate this podium finish, we'll let you thank everybody involved that helps you get around here in this 39 car.
Yeah, I thank Aiden Beerline Racing, Moser Racing, My Race Pass, Victory Fuel. I'm sure there's more that I'm missing, but all the guys in Discord that help out. And you for putting on the broadcast.
Ashton Watt on second spot, and hopefully we see you back next week at Eldora.
Heck yeah. Thanks, man.
Ashton Miller, your runner-up driver here tonight. We'll chat to the man that comes away victorious here tonight, driving car number 24. That is Josh Whiteman. Josh, congratulations on this victory. And, well, you only lead a couple of laps, but you lead the main one. You've got to be happy with how it ended up, how this finished up here tonight.
Oh yeah, for sure. Thank you. Yeah. That's the way it goes, man. If you want to win these things, you just got to lead the most important one, and we led it. So, very happy.
I noticed a lot of the drivers didn't really get off the bottom side of the racetrack after the warm-up session. Did you have sort of a racing line that you sort of had in mind and the game plan going forward for 30 laps around here?
Yeah. When I race here, I usually stick from anywhere from the middle to the bottom. That cushion, like the top works at times, but that cushion gets really rough and treacherous. My luck usually goes when I run up there, I usually flip it out of the ballpark. So I tried to play it safe tonight, and it sure as heck worked. So
next week we move to the Eldora Speedway. First of all, will you be attending? Are you going to try and attend that race? And if you are, how do you feel about going into Eldora next week?
I'd like to. I'm on a week-to-week thing here. I should be able to, but Eldora is another favorite of mine. I missed the first couple of races because I coached high school football. Didn't get home on Friday nights in time, so I was glad to make it to this one. And yeah, I'd love to run Eldora next week if I can. So.
Well, Josh, we certainly hope to see you there next week at the Eldora Speedway. But for tonight, we'll let you go and celebrate this victory. But before we let you do, of course, we know there's a lot of sponsors on this car. I'm sure a lot of great people behind the scenes, and an opportunity to thank everybody involved on this 24 car.
Yeah, absolutely. First and foremost, I got to thank my team owner, Scott, over at Scott Thompson Racing, for giving me the confidence in the world. He tells me I'm good, and it makes me believe in myself more, and I can't appreciate him enough. I got to thank Chad Griggs from Aces Up Sim Sports for supporting our team so much. And then got to thank Aiden and Alex from ABR Setup Shop for helping us out with the team. And all my customers who support my Finish Line race designs helps me forward this habit. And I enjoy giving people good cars, too, to race with, nice-looking cars to race with, too. So if you need a paint, reach out to me.
Josh, well done on the win here at the Knoxville Raceway. Hopefully we see you back next week at the Eldora Speedway, but go and celebrate this win here tonight.
Yes, will do. Thank you very much.
Josh Whiteman in car number 24, victorious here tonight from the Knoxville Raceway for round number 3 of the American Dirt Series 360 winged sprint cars. Of course, that will wrap up round number 3, but don't forget next week, week number 4, live from the Eldora Speedway before we take a week off. And looking at the points standings, it looks like we have a new top 5. Ryan Avila still your points leader after winning the first 2 races. Jesse Dacus is in second. Joseph Grandy third. Christopher Schaefer fourth. And Ashton Miller now going to move into the top 5. So, again, we've had 3 weeks so far and just the 2 different winners. Of course, Ryan Avila picking up week number 1 at Cedar Lake, week number 1 at Lincoln Speedway, week 2 at Cedar Lake. He's been undefeated in races that he's done, but like I said, he was not here tonight, and therefore we've seen a new driver head to victory lane. But That will wrap us up here at the Knoxville Raceway. We certainly look forward to having your coverage live next week, live next Friday night from the virtual Eldora Speedway, November 17th from about 10:20 Eastern, 11:30 Central, 9:30 Central, about 9:20 Central. And that will wrap us up here on Ultimate Dirt TV. But until then, on behalf of the team here at Ultimate Dirt TV and the manager behind the scenes, I'm Brett Wheeler, signing off, saying good night.